Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining me for Storytime. Today, we are going to take a look at the story, Jack and the Beanstalk. Now, this is a very old story, and when it was first introduced many years ago, it was actually just an oral story. So there was no book and no pictures, and usually the grown-ups would just tell the children the story, and the children would use their imagination and think of what the pictures would look like in their head. But today I am going to share my screen with you, and we're going to take a look at the story on the computer, okay? So get comfy, find a good spot to listen, and I am going to share my screen with you. There we go. Jack and the Beanstalk. This is our story. Let's take a look. Once there was a boy called Jack who lived with his mother. They didn't have very much money, and they were kind of poor. Now, they were happy and they had lots of love, but they just didn't have a lot of money. One day, Mother said to Jack, "We'll have to sell our cow. It's the only way." So Jack took the cow to the market. Oh, do you think they're happy about selling their cow? I'm not so sure. They all kind of have frowns on their faces. And Jack over here is saying, "I'll miss you, Daisy." It looks like maybe they aren't so happy. On the way to the market, Jack met a stranger. "I'll give you 5 beans for that cow," he said. "They're magic beans." Magic beans, thought Jack. "Okay, I'll sell you my cow." But when Jack got back home with his 5 magic beans, his mother was furious. "5 beans for our cow?" cried his mother. And then she threw the beans out the window. Do you see Jack's mother's face now? She does not look happy. Her face is red. She's kind of frowning. She is not happy at all. Well, when the beans were thrown out the window, all through the night, a beanstalk grew and grew till it was right out of sight. Before his mother could say a word, Jack climbed and climbed, and he didn't stop climbing until he reached, what do you think he's going to reach when he keeps climbing up the beanstalk? You're right, the top. When he got to the top, Jack saw a giant castle. He knocked on the door. And a giantess opened the door. Inside, Jack could hear thumping and banging and stamping and crashing. "Quick," said the giantess. "Hide, my husband is hungry." "What's that noise?" thought Jack. Do you know what that noise is? What do you think is making that thumping and banging and stamping and crashing sound? I guess we'll have to see the next page to find out. Let's take a look. Whoa, who is that? "Fee, fi, fo, fum. Watch out, everyone, here I come," roared the giant. The giant sat down for his supper. He ate 100 boiled potatoes and 100 chocolate biscuits. And then, feeling a bit happier, he got out his gold. Wow, look at that. Look at that huge pile of potatoes and all those chocolate biscuits. And he had them for supper. Do you guys eat chocolate biscuits for supper? Me either. When the giant started counting his coins, he became tired. Soon, he was snoozing. Jack grabbed the gold coins and hurried home and brought them to his mother. But the next day, Jack wanted to go up the beanstalk. So he climbed and climbed and didn't stop till he reached the top. Oops, let me go back here, it's going too fast. He didn't stop climbing until he reached the top. Inside the castle, Jack hid when he heard a thumping and banging and stomping and crashing. Who do you think is making that noise? You are right. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Watch out, everyone. Here I come, roared the big giant. The giant sat down for his supper. Are you ready? He ate 200 baked potatoes and 200 jellies. And then, feeling a bit happier, he got out his hen that laid golden eggs. Golden eggs? Wow, that would be pretty cool to have, wouldn't it? What do you think Jack is going to do? Wow, the hen started laying, but soon the giant was snoozing. Jack snatched the hen and raced down the beanstalk. Golden eggs from a golden hen, cried Jack's mother. This is wonderful. Now we'll have all the money we need. Look, can you see the little hen outside in the backyard? And inside, they've got a basket of golden eggs. Do you think Jack is done visiting the giant's castle? Let's find out. The next day, Jack climbed the beanstalk once more. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Watch out, everyone. Here I come, roared the giant. The giant sat down for his supper. He ate 300 roast potatoes and 300 cream cakes. And then, feeling a little bit happier, he got out his golden harp. A golden harp is this thing right here. And it's a type of instrument. It makes beautiful music. What do you think is going to happen to the giant next? Good guess. Let's find out if you're right. The harp sang him some lullabies. And soon, the giant was snoozing. Jack snatched the harp and raced down the beanstalk. But the harp called out, "Master, master!" This woke the giant up, and the giant started to chase after Jack. "Come back here," he said. The harp and Jack are running. Well, Jack is running and carrying the harp. And here comes the giant. He wants his harp back. What's going to happen next? "Bring the axe, mother," shouted Jack as he neared the ground. Then he chopped and chopped and didn't stop until down came the beanstalk and the giant. And with the gold and the harp and the eggs and the hen, Jack and his mother were never poor again. They had all the money they need to buy food for them. The end. What did you guys think of that story? There's lots of things that you can talk about with this story. Do you think that it was right for Jack to take those things from the giant? Why do you think that? What could Jack have done instead of taking those things? Could he have used his words to ask the giant? Do you think the giant would have shared some of his wealth with Jack? I'd love to hear what you guys think of that story, that fairy tale. Share your thoughts and comments below. That's it for story time today, friends. Excellent.